What is going on, everybody? So in this video I'm going to be talking about, is it okay to reference people by color out here in Mexico? Well, I'm going to give you guys my personal experiences out here. So as you guys can see, I'm the black guy in Mexico. So when they call me El Negro out here, of course Negro means black in Spanish. So of course when I first moved out here and I first heard that term Negro, I instantly thought they were being racist because of coming from the United States. That's what we grew up to in the United States. So after I adjusted to the culture out here and how it's used, they don't mean it in a derogatory way. So pretty much when they call me, hey, el negro, or moreno, which means dark skinned, pretty much I don't get offended by it. So I never wanted to play the color game, and I never wanted to use it towards people and reference it to them. That's just me. It's FUCK'd up to me. I don't like to play that discrimination game when it comes to colors. So anyways, I just took it as what it was. So as I'm traveling throughout Mexico, I'm seeing all these different types of colors out here in Mexico. So I mean, what I mean by that is that I've seen redheads out here. I've seen, some foreign looking Europeans out here, like directly imported from Europe. Gingers with freckles on her face, green eyes, red hair. I've seen Italian looking Mexicans. Man, I've seen the whole spectrum out here when it comes to colors. And that's why I just call them foreign Europeans in Mexico. When it comes to the more European based looking Mexicans out here. So pretty much when you refer to a more European looking Mexican girl out here, you call them güera, la güera. That means the white girl in Spanish. Or for boy, it's el güero. So when I actually start using these terms, I'm like, okay, well, if they can use them towards me and they didn't grow up in that racist society when using those words or colors in context, then let me see if I can do the same thing out here. So pretty much, a lot of people out here, they call me moreno or el negro, just to reference me by my description, the color of my skin. So I'm like, all right, cool. So if I see a more dark indigenous looking person, I call him moreno. So he call me el negro, I call him moreno because he's dark. So for me, I think you can use the colors to reference people when you want to get their attention out here, but it just depends on what kind of context you use it in. Use it in a respectful form of the context. So when it comes to the white girls out here, and I just started doing this, so pretty much if it comes to dudes, like I said again, or girls, when I was in Culiacan, there is this redhead, like straight from Ireland, straight Irish, 3-leaf clover. So, when I first walked into a store, I'm like, ¿Qué onda, güero? And like, I guess he never really heard that term from another person, like white boy. He knows what it means, but no one really calls him that or not. So, he was like, hey, what's up? Pretty much in Spanish, like he liked that name. I'm like, all right, cool. So again, adjusting to the culture out here, I'm starting to pretty much adjust to their ways. So, I call him, el güero, white boy. And if it's a girl, la güera, oye güera. And that's just how I am now. I just try to, if I want to get your attention and you're the only dark person around, I'm looking to get your attention. So I'm gonna call you, hey, moreno, venga para acá. But that's just me. So when it comes to colors out here and using white girl, white boy, dark boy, and things like that, it really just depends on the context you use it in. Because me, I actually feel like I feel pretty good using those terms. But back in the USA, it was more based on being racist or using those terms in a derogatory way or in a racist way to piss, you know, somebody off. Like, really think about it. Right now in the USA, if you like, hey, white boy, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. You sound pretty racist, you know? And they're not going to take it as a good thing. Or just like, if you go to a black community, or if you just walk around seeing, you know, black people, you're not going to be like, hey, what's up, nigga? If you're not, you know, African American, you're going to be like, hold on. Like, those are like fighting words. But that's just because we grew up in that society. But out here in Mexico, they don't look at it like that. You know, it's used more in the context of describing a person and getting their attention or whatnot. At least that's how I feel about it. But again, when I use those terms, you know, güera or güero, el moreno or la morena, that just means darker skin complexion people. But that just depends on if I want to get their attention or whatnot. But again, using those terms, you know, referencing them by their skin complexion, it's normal out here. It's completely okay. So me, you know, soy negrito grande, and if you look at my name, for all of you that are wondering why the hell do I have my name as Negrito Grande, well, if we break down the term negrito or negro in Spanish, of course, again, is black, and adding the suffix ito is referring to little. So it'll really be little black. But here in Mexico, when they use the term negrito, you know, when they happen to see a chocolate boy, it's more like, look at the cute chocolate boy, the cute little chocolate boy. And normally, that's how they explained it to me. So, and then once you add grande, I mean, I'm like 6'1", 6'2", so pretty much it's like negrito grande. I'm a tall dude, but at the same time I'm really nice, so that's why they call me, you know, negrito. It's like, look at the little cute chocolate boy or whatnot. So I just combined them two together, and pretty much that's how I got my name, Negrito Grande. And I asked a few of my friends, you know, hey, you think I should change my name to, you know, El Negro Grande or whatnot? But a lot of people were just like, nah, just keep it as, you know, Negrito Grande. It's cute. It's como Nito Bimbo antes, Negrito Bimbo de Pan Bimbo. But es como así, él es mi primo también, pero ya tiene un afro como su cabello. But yeah, so pretty much, again, playing the color games out here to get someone's attention, it's not a big deal out here. So that's how I take it, and I'm just giving you guys information and being informative on that. But for all you guys that already know Spanish that come out here, or for all you Mexicans or Chicanos, Chicanas, you know, you guys know how it is as well though. But as in the States, in the USA, we grew up differently out there, and the way it was used in context is not a good look. But out here, el negro, negrito, ya sabes pues. But yeah, that's just what I experience out here. So let me know what you guys think about it. And that term mayate, y'all need to cut that out, especially in the States. I really never heard that out here, but when I did ask somebody the term mayate in actual here in Mexico, it just means black beetle. So I don't get the similarity from black beetle to a person of African descent. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Then another way to use it out here in Mexico, it's, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, for all of you guys that know about the Mexican culture in Mexico. Mayate is kind of like, it's an offensive word. It's kind of like gay, but it doesn't mean nigger. At least out here in Mexico, it just means, if you really want to piss somebody off, call them a mayate out here in Mexico. But it's really it's in the context of you're really gay. That's just how I see it, and that's what they explained to me. But I guess in the States, the Chicanos that hate blacks or whatnot, they turned it around and they use it in the context of nigger. I don't know. That's just how I look at it. That's my opinion. That's what I was adjusted to. But I've never been called mayate in person or whatnot. Have I? Nah, I don't think so. I got a lot of respect to all my Chicanos, you know, Mexican Americans, and, you know, we all got to be connected, you know. But yeah, las güeras también and los güeros también. Somos una familia, somos una familia muy grandísima. Entonces, yeah, leave me comments. Let me know what you guys think about it. Man, I'm just trying to give you guys what I got, and pretty much these are just like my daily experiences out here in Mexico. So let me know what you guys think. Sale, mi grito grande. Ándale pues, vale.